Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you a new branch of SST, that is economics. This economics is started in your new class, that is class 9. Before this, you have learnt only about three branches of SST. One is history, second is geography, third is civics. But from this class, a new branch of SST is started to all of you, that is economics. This economics is a branch of SST which learns, studies about economic activities and the economy of a person or the nation. So in this SST branch of SST, you will read about every economic activities related to earning of money, the investing of money in different branches, saving of money, and every activities related to money. So I am going to start you this branch of SST, in which the first lesson is the story of a village Palampur. As the topic, the naming of topic shows that this is the story of a village. So you will read here about different rural activities in a village, either Palampur or any village of India. This Palampur is a hypothetical village. It means only imaginary, not real, and this is hypotheted that it is a village of the state of UP, and it is near the hometown of Shahpur. And in this village, like other villages of India, the farmers are the main dwellers, main residents, and the farmers in every village of India gets their livelihood, gets their earnings for survival by primary economic activities. Primary economic activities are such activities which are based on the natural resources. It means resources provided by nature in a particular region. These include land, water, plants, animals, and all those activities which are based on these available primary resources are called primary economic activities. In these activities, there are farming, there are animal husbandry, there is forestry, there is fishery, and different other non-farming activities. So, you will study here what are the main occupation of the people of Palampur. First of all, you will study here that what is the situation of modern village in India through the village of Palampur. In villages, there are now also different modern facilities. There are different modern traffic means for transportation, as there are now tractors, there are trucks, there are different four-wheelers, bikes, yes. But in ancient time, there are the main means of transportation where beast animals and tangas, buggies, bullock cart, all are used in transportation in the villages of Palampur. The roads are also now not mud-made road, they are metalled road, and they are well connected by the nearby cities and hometowns for the transportation of passengers and goods. There is also now facility of electricity, there is facility of telephone, there are facilities of primary health center, sanitation. So the villages of India are now different from that of the past. So every modern facilities are available in Palampur, as there are high schools, there are primary schools, there are middle schools, there are primary health center, post office, bank, yes. And people now lead a different life from the past. The people of this village Palampur are, I have already told, that farmers, and there are about 450 families. 450 families in the village of Palampur. So there are 450 families total in the village of Palampur. But among the 450 families of the Palampur, the land distribution is not equal, even 130, yes, one-third families, which means 150 families. 150 families. One-third families or 150 families are landless. Landless. It means one-third or 150 families as such which have not their own land, and 240 families are small farmers. 240 families are small farmers which have less than 2 hectares of land. Less than 2 hectares of land. 240 families are small farmers which have less than 2 hectares of land, and 60 families possess more than 2 hectares of land. 2 hectares of land. Yes. So this is the land distribution. Land distribution. Land distribution. So you have learned here that every farmers or every dwellers of this village are not economically equal. Most of the families have less than 2 hectares of land. 1/3 families are such which have not their own land. They are landless. Yes, landless. And 60 families possess most of land. So there are lands in peaceful dwellers of this village. There are different caste people live here, but the higher population of the SC, ST, OBC are in higher numbers, and they are generally landless or small farmers. Landless or small farmers. So those who are landless depend for their survival on the agricultural work or agricultural laborer who are hired by the different big farmers to perform different types of agricultural practices, and in this way they earn their livelihood. 240 families which are small farmers have not a large area of land, and from the small area of their land they only gets very little or very few income, that is only for the survival of their own self, and they have not surplus to sell in the market. And for different agriculture practices they have to depend on big money lenders, businessmen, and they get informal loan in which they are trapped in debt. So their condition is miserable. Only the large farmers who are only 60 gets their surplus product from their agriculture farm, and they have rest to sell in the market after their own use, and they get income for different agriculture practices by their own surplus product, and also they have different types of institutional development made by government as KCC card. Similarly, they have crop insurance, and they are self-dependent. But most of others are dependent on others, and their life is miserable. In next class, you will read about production and different factors, different things required for getting production in the village. Thank you.